What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Brat Mode. It's your host Saint here, coming at you with another video, a very important one this time. As you know, we promote safety on this channel as a #1 priority, so stay tuned. Today we're going to talk about hearing loss. You don't want to be 50 and not being able to hear anything. I know you love to ride motorcycles, so do I, but safety always comes first. So stay tuned. Let's talk about hearing loss. Welcome back. Let's get started. So earplugs come in many different varieties, specifically made for motorcyclists and just made in general for workers that work in construction or any other places where they need to protect their hearing. Yes, motorcycles also need to protect their hearing. Before we get any further, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment if you have a question. If you got a favorite earplugs, leave them in the comment section below. I'm going to be sharing two of the ones that I personally use today. Did you know that if you're constantly exposed to decibels over 100 for even a couple of hours, you're going to go deaf? Believe it or not, when we're riding a motorcycle on the highway without earplugs, even with the helmet, you're getting pretty close to 100. Not all of us can afford a helmet that costs $1,000 and plus. Not all of us, even I can't. The helmet that I run on day-to-day ride is a Scorpion EXO R710. It's a fairly heavy helmet. You know, it's not very light. It's got good cushioning in here, but it's not very quiet. The shield makes a lot of whistling noises as well. Good helmet overall, cheap helmet, and a lot of us don't spend $1,000 on a helmet. So we're constantly getting a lot of wind noise, a lot of exhaust noise, which we love. So we don't want to lose that. So I'm going to recommend a product that will help you, keep hearing all the sounds you want to hear, like the exhaust, like the wind. You want to feel you're riding a motorcycle. Stay tuned for that product. I really love it, and I know you guys will too. But even if you spend $1,000 on a helmet, most likely you still will need earplugs. Yes, some of the helmets can bring down the decibel levels to 85, even maybe 70, 75. Very tough, but if you're going super fast, it's gonna be hitting that 100 decibel combined with the exhaust notes. So make sure you got earplugs on if you're going on a long ride. I skip on earplugs here and there as well if I'm just going down the road, going for a quick errand. That's fine. Small exposures are okay, but yes, over time, even so, your hearings will get hurt. If you're getting over 100 decibels of noise, which most of us are, as long as we're getting on the highway and we're doing a decent amount of ride in a day, we're definitely hitting that over 100, even with a full face helmet. So make sure you're wearing earplugs. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I use today and my favorite earplugs that I've used so far. I've tried a variety of them. I think this is my favorite one because it does exactly what I want to do. I don't want to completely feel numb when I'm wearing earplugs like the foam ones I got here. These are very simple foam earplugs. Roll them up, put them in. You can barely hear anything. You can't hear anything. Like the exhaust note is gone, the wind is gone. I can't even hear my communication system. They're cheap. You can get a whole bunch of them for $1 on Amazon or on your hardware store. Cheap, get them. If you can't afford anything else, at least get these. Yes, it will ruin the riding experience for you a little bit because you won't hear a whole lot, no wind, no exhaust, and we all love hearing an exhaust. But it's better to protect your hearing than to enjoy that sweet, 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 sweet exhaust. Hit that like button for that exhaust note. My favorite product, however, are not these foams like I mentioned. They are actually earplugs that are made by a company called Earpiece. It has a little hole in it, and within that hole, it puts a little rubber piece in it, and that rubber piece also has a hole, and it allows a very little noise through. It doesn't let the low frequency or the high frequency noises in. It lets all the different frequencies in, but a very low volume. Huge difference there, guys. You don't want to eliminate a high frequency or low frequency or mid frequency. What this does is allow all the different frequencies just at a lower volume. So imagine you're going down the highway, you can hear the wind, you can hear the exhaust, you can hear the honk, you can hear your communication system. Instead of being it at 100 volume, meaning 100 plus decibels, let's say, at 100% volume, this gives you 3 different level sets that you can bring it down to, 70% of volume, 50% of volume, and even 20% of volume. So you will still keep hearing everything. You'll still keep hearing the exhaust. You'll still hear the wind. You'll feel your communication system. You can hear your music, hear your honk, hear the people around you. You'll hear everything. All it's doing is bringing the volume down. And that's very important distinction between these two, because this will completely muffle everything out. This will let all the important noises through at a lower volume that's safer for your hearings. Keep it under that 85 decimal points, no matter what. If you're wearing an open face helmet, you're wearing a full face helmet, you're wearing a $1,000 helmet or a $50 helmet, it will keep it safe no matter what. So let's go ahead and do a quick little unboxing video. I'll show you how these work. I've used them quite a bit. I rode with them last season. So stay tuned. Let's do a quick unboxing. And I'll also leave a link down below for you guys to pick these up. But let's get into an unboxing. Alrighty then, let's take a look at this package that it comes in. At the top, of course, they got their brand called Earpiece. This is the motorcycle version. The format that I got was the petite. It's just a different size. They have two different sizes, the petite one, which is a smaller version, and then a regular size. The way they kind of introduce them is if you can get the regular headphones that go inside your ear normally without it coming out, you want the regular size. But if you have trouble with those headphones and they keep coming out as you're walking or running, you want the petite one. So I went with the petite. I have a pretty small ear canals, so that's what I did. We'll get into the packaging and see what comes in it, but if you flip it to the side and it kind of shows you the three different tiers you can reduce the sound at. So the least sound you can reduce is a 17 SNR, they call it. The 20, 26, we'll get into it, show you what that means when we actually open the package. They advertise comfort. These are made out of silicone, very comfortable. I've used them, put a lot of miles on them. They're good, approved by me. Protection, of course, it's protecting your hearing here. 3 different levels, whatever you're comfortable with, use it. Always wear earplugs, like I mentioned. Situational awareness, like I said, it doesn't completely muffle out the sound, it just lowers the volume, so it's safe for you while you're riding a motorcycle, but you can still hear all the important sounds. Hear your exhaust, hear the wind, hear the horns, hear your communication. You can hear everything just at a lower volume. That's safer for your ears. All right, so let's get in, let's see what comes in the package. I'm gonna open it up. I've already, obviously, like I said, I wore them before many times, so I've already opened the package. I know what's exactly in it, but let's show you what comes in it. So as you can see, they send you a little bit of pamphlet here talking about the earplugs, what it does, how to put them on. Right here, there's a little needle that you're supposed to hold and push it into your ear while you're pulling your ear up. But if you want to read through that, please do so. I love that they include a case in the package, because I don't want to be stuffing these earplugs in my jeans pockets or jacket pockets. They will get dirty, they will collect a lot of dust, and I would have to clean them very frequently. So what they do is they include this little packaging for you to contain all your earplugs. So 3 different ones. You can put 2 ones up top that you normally wear, an extra one just in case you lose one or drop one somewhere and it's gotten dirty. You got a clean one on the bottom for you ready to go. So I really love that. I really appreciate that, and not a lot of earplug companies do that. So put that to the side. This is really great. You can hang it onto your keychain. I don't really do that. I just leave it in my jacket pocket or jeans pocket. All right, so let's get into the meats and potatoes of this thing. So like I said, they kind of come with these 3 different earplugs. I know they look very familiar. There's a lot of different kinds of earplugs that are made this way these days, but they're really comfortable. They go into the ear canal enough and without damaging it. And if we look in here, this is kind of where all the magic is happening. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. The one filter I have in here right now is red. They also give you a clear one, and they also give you a black one. So if we go back to the packaging, the clear one blocks out about 17 SNR, they call it, high frequencies. 20 is the red one, so red one is right down the middle. Black one is the maximum protection you can get out of these earplugs. So I'm going with the medium one. That's what I run to normal day to day. If I'm going for a really long ride, then I'll plug in the black ones to really get it quietened down. Still hear the noises, but at a really low level. So I run the red one, medium. It's perfect for your daily commute, your day-to-day ride, no problem. Like I mentioned, these are made out of silicone, very comfortable. You want to use this little whatever you want to call it, little nubbit here. To hold it, put it in your ear, pull it out, and you're good to go. Very nice earplugs. I really enjoy these a lot. And always wear your earplugs. If you cannot afford these are about, I believe, $25 if I'm not mistaken. I'll leave a link down below, like I said, to go shop and buy one for yourself. But if you can't afford these, you know, you can always get some of these foam ones, you know, just roll them up, put them in your ear, you're safe, you can ride for days and you'll be all right. These, however, will muffle the noise. You won't really be able to hear anything all that well, but safety comes first. Always wear earplugs. That will always be my recommendation. These are definitely my go-to. If I leave these at home, I always have a couple of them in my jacket, the foam ones, so I'm always ready, always protected, no matter what. So if you like these guys, make sure you check out the link on the bottom of the description. Go buy them for yourselves. They're not that expensive, considering a lot of motorcycle gear is very expensive. This is safety that you need. Don't go deaf by the time you're 40. Keep wearing earplugs, stay safe, keep riding. I'll catch you guys on the next one.